Hello, vinyl community. Um, well, so I was supposed to go on a hiatus, but let me tell you quickly what happened. Okay, so I was going to be out and about this morning to buy some groceries, and I decided to stop by the Pet Adoption Center thrift shop. That's one of my spots for buying audio cassettes, and I figured, I could just pick up a few audio cassettes, and they're 25 cents each, so... I arrived shortly before they were opening, so I was sitting there in my car, and they wheeled out 4 boxes of vinyl. Yeah. Okay, fortunately they were having a sale, so these were $1 each. I did get quite a few, so I'm taking a break from my hiatus. But hopefully right after this I'm going right back on my hiatus, and as it is, I'm probably going to sell some books or stuff to kind of defray the cost of this. Alright, but they had some good stuff, and I just could not pass it up, because it looks like they got in a large donation of some really good stuff. So, without further ado, let's get to it. And I don't even have music playing in the background because I just need to get through this and not have any infringing music in the background. Darn YouTube. Anyway, alright, so let's start out. Richie Havens, The End of the Beginning. Sort of folk rock, protest songs. That's what he's known for. This one, my dear friend, Tammy in the vinyl community will be interested to see this one. Sheena Easton. And this is You Could Have Been With Me. I think I remember you picking up something by Sheena Easton recently. I could be wrong. I haven't seen your latest video either yet, so I need to get caught up with your videos. Anyway, this next duo is popular for soft rock in the 70s. Excuse me. Woo. Yes. So. The first one, England Dan and John Ford Coley, Dowdy Ferry Road. Another one by them, Some Things Don't Come Easy. And this one is supposed to be really good. And it has their big hit, I'd really love to see you tonight. So this is Nights Are Forever. So they were big in the 70s. These next two I'm excited about because I love opera. I love opera singers. I love tenors. And this is one of the most famous tenors on the planet, Placido Domingo. My Life for a Song. It's a nice picture of him walking on the beach there. There we go. And another one by him. Save Your Nights for Me. Alright, I have to admit, I loved this movie when it came out, and I probably still love it. It's been, years, maybe even decades since I've seen it. But I do enjoy this movie. And so I decided to pick up the soundtrack, Some Kind of Wonderful. A John Hughes production. It has artists like Pete Shelley, Furniture, Blue Room, Flesh for Lulu, Stephen Duffy, The Jesus and Mary Chain, The Apartments, The March Violets, Lick the Tins, and another one by the March Violets, actually. So, yeah, had to pick that up. A classic 80s teen movie. This one, I'm not entirely sure about them. A little dusty there. Sorry about that. Exile, Mixed Emotions. They kind of look like they could be hard rock. I could be entirely wrong, but the name sounds familiar, so I guess we'll find out, huh? Pretty excited about this one. The eclectic Vince Guaraldi, famous for the Charlie Brown soundtracks, or at least the Christmas one. I don't know if he did the other ones, actually. Another, excuse me, we have a soundtrack here, and this, I love this version of the movie. Romeo and Juliet is the British version. It's kind of funny because they showed it to us in high school, but it features nudity. But somehow I think our teacher may have either bypassed that part or accidentally shown it to us, but I just had nudity. But yeah, the soundtrack for it. There we go. Now this one says Casablanca. It's not actually the soundtrack to Casablanca. It basically has different songs from some of the Humphrey Bogart movies. So I love Humphrey Bogart. Excuse me. It just, yeah. I may already have this one. I'm not entirely sure, but I love Phil Collins, so I figured, you know what, I'll just grab it. And I don't think I have this one on vinyl, actually. I could be wrong, but Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. Bunch of pictures in there, his face, and it's kind of funny because I originally had this on cassette, and at one point I had it on CD, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but in this format, you can see like the hairs on the end of his nose, the little baby hairs on it. I just noticed that, but you know, it's something weird to observe, I guess. But we'll save that one. Yeah, actually, we'll save that one to the back there. I was very pleased to add a couple more albums to my Art Garfunkel collection. Very small collection. Previous to these, I believe I had one. So Art Garfunkel, Watermark. Whoa! A little too excited there. Breakaway. Okay, and then this one my wife will love. She loves the Carpenters. Close to You. Through these pretty quickly. That's good. Now this, I originally had a collection of CDs. They were 60s CDs, and that it was with that collection that I really truly realized that I just completely love the music from the 60s. And one of the artists on there was Spanky and Our Gang, and it was the song actually was Like to Get to Know You. So I was very pleased to find this on vinyl. Now I don't know about the rest of their music, but it's the equal kind of goofy concept for the album cover there. Okay. This is where I got into trouble, okay? This is where, actually the next couple groups are where I got into trouble. Someone, apparently at one time, loved Elton John, and they got rid of a bunch of his records. I assume, you know, they were just moving on to another format, because clearly they were a fan of Elton John. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Elton John records. And this, at one point in the vinyl community, there was discussion about what artist do you have the most records of. Well, now I can say Elton John. rather than John Denver or Herb Alpert. I can have a little more pride and say the most I have is of Elton John. Okay, so Elton John, Breaking Hearts. And let me tell you, a lot of these are in really, really good condition. This one is a double LP. Blue Moves. Here's the back. He's such a character, I tell you. 21 at 33. I think I recently saw someone listening to this on the Facebook page. They had posted a now playing picture. A Single Man, Elton John. Ooh, nice car. Kind of silly looking, actually, but. The Fox. Ice on Fire. Victim of Love. He's always known for his wild sunglasses. He must have a crazy collection of sunglasses. Then we have a live album, and I just noticed there's a bunch of little tears on the front cover, but yeah, who cares, you know? We have Live in Australia. This looks like 90s era. Nope, 87. Shows how much I know. Okay, then the last Elton John, Jump Up. Definitely an 80s one. That is 82. Jump Up. Okay. These are the next ones I got in trouble with, although on a much smaller scale. I've mentioned many times before, I collect Bill Cosby vinyl, and yes, I was very pleased. These were some of the first records I found in the boxes, and I was like, oh no, because it was at this point that I knew that they had some good stuff that was donated. So, Bill Cosby, it's true, it's true. Look at that smile. It's like he's suppressing the smile, actually. Then we have a 2-record set. Bill Cosby, 8/15, 12/15. Not sure what those are in reference to. Interesting. And there's a yes, it looks like one of those. It looks like a fake corn cob pipe. That's a funny picture of him. And this one, we don't know for sure, but it says for adults only. So, which for him is a little unusual, because usually his records are very family friendly. But this one says, this album is for you from me. It says adults only because I don't think it is about your kids, it's about you. He does, a lot of his comedy is based on kids and raising kids and that sort of thing. When you become a parent, you enter a life of obligation to your child. It is a difficult, disturbing, but rewarding life. Most parents don't realize it, but the key to survival as a parent is retrospect. Retrospect because they once were children, and there lies 70% of the answers. Be ready to answer the questions you once asked. Be ready to be shocked by the things you once did. I've read the books on bringing up children, and none of them has helped me overcome my glandular stimulation when my children won't be quiet, won't sit down and stay there, won't take that pencil out of your mouth. Bill Cosby. Oh, man. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. Some ringwear there, so... But, you know, I made exceptions on these Bill Cosby ones because he's my favorite. Now, this next one is possibly the Grail. What is this from, anyway? I don't know. It doesn't say. Whew. Yes. But I am a huge fan of Eric Burden and the Animals. And this is Eric is Here. Now it says 2 for $1, but I paid $1 for this one. I love his voice, man. It just... Yeah. Alright, well there you have it. I finished this video in record time. And all in a good cause. I bought some records to help support the animal shelter. Well, I mean, I was buying the records for selfish reasons, but it just so happens that I was supporting the animals as well. So, win-win, right? But yeah, look at this. So excited. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.